Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And we are having coffee in my Choose Love mug. Isn't that beautiful? Love always wins. It is the most powerful force there is, believe it or not. Oh my goodness, the world physically is in upheaval in so many ways. We have another big fire not far from us, not yet contained in any amount, threatening houses, displacing animals, hurting animals. We've got another hurricane threatening Florida now. The Carolinas and Tennessee are just recovering from the last one, and some of those areas are threatened to be hit again. So much upheaval. And Tonga had a very big earthquake. I'm sure there's more that I don't know about. All of this has got all of us in an upheaval, and we are reading it. And then we have this added cosmic element coming in, huge solar flares, lots of cosmic activity and energy that all affects our physical. We are not just spirit. We are not just physical. We are not just mental. We are all of it, and it all plays in. So the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, which is a lovely tarot, is coming in today. And I will probably be reading part of it because I'm not real familiar. Love these cards, but don't know them real well yet. And the first one that comes up is the 11 of Air, Body, Mind. And again, we are not just body. We are not just mind. We are all, or each of these things. We are spirit. We are connected to all of what is going on, to the suffering from our brothers and sisters who have lost not just homes, but lives, and the devastation that many are still living in the middle of. It is hard to even imagine. And for those of you who have watched me for any length of time, you've heard me talk about the third stage of the birth process. That's where we are right now in this big, tumultuous upheaval that we are entering into. We are giving birth, and this is the part that gets the hardest, the third stage that is the most painful. So the 11 of Air, Body and Mind, is what is real and what is imagined, what is fact and what is fiction. Can that which dwells within the mind have an effect on the body? And can the physical body affect the state of mind? Absolutely, because we are one. And remember, we are one with the earth. Many groups that I've been looking at are holding an intention now for Milton to weaken, to cool the waters, because that's what a hurricane is attempting to do, and to dissipate the winds. The power of our intention and that group power is huge. So I invite you to take 30 seconds and just see the winds die down and the waters cool. Those are two things that can help this storm lessen before it hits land and be less devastating. But back to body and mind. For some, this is a challenging card because the eyes can only see what the mind is willing to conceive. So the more rigid the mind, the more difficult it is to accept how much influence and power the mind and the body have over each other. In the classes that I do, one of the things that I love to show people is the power of their intention, by putting one person in front of the class and showing how the intention of everyone in the class can cause their muscles to weaken and again strengthen. It's just a small demonstration, but the power of your intention, the intention of the waters to cool, the winds to slow, we have that power. And the more of us that are willing to just choose, it is a conscious choice to send that energy of cooling water to the Gulf, and send the intention of slowing winds and seeing it be dejected by land and sent back out to sea. All of these are possible with the power of you acting on behalf of those that are in the potential path of Milton. So mind and body are connected. Mind, body, and spirit are connected. Mind, body, and Mother Earth are connected. We are all just energy. Everything has energy. Everything is energy. And so you are as connected, which is one of the reasons people are feeling a lot more fear and reactivity right now, and drawing away from participation in things. It's this instinct of just going inward. Use your power to right now affect Milton. Use your power to affect the leaders that are making the decisions to engage in war. Use your power. It does not matter what you believe politically. Love always wins. The power of your intention happens regardless of what you believe to be correct. And because someone else believes the opposite to be correct, does not in any way affect what you are capable of doing. And for us to be divided by what we believe is such absurdity, because the way I have grown up, the experiences I've had, what has happened in my life is vastly different than for you. Are we going to have different perspectives about things? Absolutely, because of that. And so allowing others their perspective and their opinion without believing that they are stupid or that they are absolutely wrong is hugely powerful in drawing together. That's what we want to do, regardless of what you believe. Be open-minded and questioning. That is what this 11 card is about, body and mind. Be discerning. Pay attention to your gut. People are going to enter your field that you instinctively know are not in your highest and best interest. Let me see. I forgot to hit chat. I was late coming on. Great morning. Good morning, Julia. Did you notice my feathers? I've already made earrings out of all the feathers you sent. Um, I've been wanting to do that, and Julia sent me some beautiful ones. And of course, um, they are all different and just lovely. And so I'm really excited because I'm doing an event at the Twin Falls Fairgrounds this weekend. And so now I've got lots of feathers to wear in my hair for that. How is your mind affecting your body? Remember, powerlessness leaves us open to illness and disease. Choosing different. I choose wellness. I am well. I am healthy. I am powerful in this thing we call the world, the earth. I'm powerless. I am powerful. I'm sorry, powerful in my own life. Learning your power and choosing, this mug, this beautiful mug, Julia also sent me. Choose love. Always choose love. Love is the most powerful energy there is in the world. And spreading pure love and joy is incredibly powerful for shifting things. So know that your body and mind is incredibly important right now in this shift. Good morning, Jean. That the next card, which I have to think, I put him in this order. The Ace of Earth, which is this gorgeous green dragon. The ace is always a newness card, a beginning, practicality and pragmatism, starting new. It does not matter. Good morning, Lisa. It does not matter what has happened so far in your life, what failures you believe yourself to be, where you think you are not. It is always possible to start new and choose you, choose love. I choose to understand the power of my intention. I choose to understand the power that I can enact to make a change in this world. We are powerful AF, and more of us choosing to be that higher vibration power in life, in the world, in our community is hugely impactful. Just choosing for you to be a higher vibration positively shifts so much, sending that higher vibratory energy to that hurricane is huge. Slow down the winds, cool the water. I choose for my energy to go in that direction. We can make a difference in the things that are going on. Planning for the future. This is very much a very practical card. This is very much a pragmatic card. Hoping for the best is not the most powerful way we can live. I always hope for the best, but I do not live by that alone. I live by the power of my intention, the power of my choice, and the understanding there are certain things that are a good idea to have in place as things get a little crazier in the world, which they are going to. We Things must break down before we can rebuild. And that is not going to be an easy thing for us to be part of. I urge you, one of the things, one gal, Pam Gregory, who is an amazing astrologer, keeps reminding people is get sprouting seeds, because doing microgreens can support your physical if food becomes scarce for a time, which if things break down like they look like they possibly can, that's one thing you can do. Foodstuffs that aren't going to go bad, rice, beans, canned food, canned meat, as much as you can each time you go to the store, buy a few extra water. Try, right now online, for Amazon Days, they have a thing called a Life Straw, which is a personal water purifier. They're $9, $10. It's half price right now. Buy one of those to secure the fact that you and your little group could have some clear water. If you can buy one for more people in your family, do that. That's going to be imperative. Buy extra water. Just do little things. Be practical. Don't be so heavenly minded that you're useless on earth. That's kind of how that goes. The Queen of Earth. Earth and fire has come up big in this card. I mentioned we have fires here still throughout Idaho and Washington. In Oregon. I'm not so sure about Washington. Likely is they still have fires going too, because we've had lovely lands full of trees and all of that. And Mother Earth is purging, and we are going to be affected by that. Sometimes it will be very physically affected. Sometimes it will be emotionally and spiritually affected. We are part of it all. So the Queen of Earth, beautiful, very peaceful card here. The Queen of Earth is all about authentic Earth Mother personality. Realistic, but she sees magic everywhere, understanding the magic that you are in your energy. It's not woo-woo, it's not silly, it is science. You share energy with everyone. And the one of the things I teach in that in the community ed class, which I'm teaching tonight again, it's like a primer for this 3-session course I teach. But when you're at rest, your heart is giving out an energy, a light photon, and it gives out about 10 per second when we're talking and you're just feeling normal. When you swell to that place of love, when you feel love, that emotion, that heart-centered thing, you then emit 100,000 photons a second. That's why your intention is so powerful. When you shed pure love and joy by getting to that place of that feeling and then sending it out. This is your power in the world, in the happenstance, in everything that's happening. The Queen of Earth is nurturing and a need for wise, honest counsel. This is also a very much a grounding energy saying it is time for you to get to your gut, to know what is right and what isn't right, what is true, what is not true. There's so much coming across the internet now. You want to really begin to trust your gut when you're reading things. It's like, and you listen to things, you can hear the AI voice. And if you just, get to your gut, you can discern that this is not exactly true. This is not exactly right. it is really imperative that in the political crap that comes across, that you use your gut, because it does not matter which side you're on. It is coming both ways. The lies, the insinuations, the weirdness of it all. So you want to be kind. You want to be supportive of others. You want to really connect with Mother Earth as much as you can right now. She is so healing, and so she can bring you down from that anxiousness, the angst, the fear that is being propagated big time. That the powers that were really want us to stay at one another's throat, divided and in fear. It is so easy to control. I mean, that's exactly what happened with COVID. It was first the 2020 election that started that, or propagated that huge, well, maybe the 2016 election. Huge divisive energy started, and then it was propagated, and then COVID came, and we were at one another because we had different beliefs about COVID. And, the first time I heard Lester Holt about it, everything in me went, oh my gosh, you are propagating so much more fear than is real here. And that's when I just stepped back and really started going to my gut. And I advise you to do that. Start muscle testing yourself. And the reason for that is to learn to trust yourself. It's the other thing I teach in my community ed class. And then in this 3-session class coming up, the 22nd, 24th, and 29th, an in-person class where we do an in-depth study of the power you have over many things. Standing in your power, that's what this retreat is about. Learning to manage your life from your power, not from under the circumstances, not from hoping, wishing, and thinking that the creator of all that is just yanking you around the chessboard and laughing at you and making fun of you. You are the creator here. You are an empowered being living this life, learning how to use your power, learning to trust your power, learning to know your power is imperative. The classes I teach help, and that retreat helps. These readings help. Get online. I have an 11-minute video I can send you. I did it a while ago and I laughed because it was so it's been so long ago. I had some blue hair then, but it teaches you different ways to muscle test yourself. And I urge you to play with it, literally play with it. Try it on food and stuff like that, because it increases the trust you have in you, that you can perceive the guidance, you understand it, that open, willing, ready mantra that I teach all the time is about you learning more of how to walk with the power that is available. They give you the taps on the shoulders. They do not move you around the chessboard. They don't do this life for you. You wanted this life when you came in. As awful as it seems at times, you brought in the different people, the different elements to learn the things that you wanted to learn. And so when you jump to what is here for me to learn when things are less than easy and lovely, then you get that learning. Okay, Joe, I will. Um, uh, you get that learning, and then you can move back into ease and joy and growth. But the more you resist your part in the creation of what is happening in your life, the longer it takes to learn these things. So interact with Mother Earth. She is the consciousness. Plants are consciousness. Trees, water, it's all consciousness. Water. And we have so much Pisces energy, which is why all this water stuff is happening. There are some that believe that this weather has been manipulated to take the eye off all the crap that is happening politically. I do not know. I think we have some real ends of the spectrum in belief about what's happening here. I do not discount any of it because I don't know for sure. That is why going to my gut and believing and trusting in what I'm feeling, backing away from the things that I don't understand real well, but I know that just don't quite feel right. Sometimes you really get that understanding. of what it was you backed away from. Sometimes you will never know. Sometimes we get to see the effect we have in the world. Sometimes we don't get to see that effect, and we will never know. Sometimes years later, people come back to you and go, oh my gosh, when you did that or said that, that made such a difference. And so trust that you are powerful AF, and learning to use your power is huge, because we've got the 3 of fire, young man heading off on a journey. You can't really see it, but he's a redhead, much red in the fire cards. Avoid copying those who inspire. Put your objectives first. Pay attention to details. This is a time of necessary sacrifice. There are things you need to do. And you are creating. What you are giving to the world matters. Start to trust the fact that you really do make a difference. And so you just managing your own energy, you actively in your mind creating that dream that you've got, little step by little step. If it is so out there that you go, wow, that would be lovely, but I can't think of any way this can happen. Just go to the very first step. I know there's a piece of property in this area that I would really love to have. How? There is no way that I can see that it can be mine. But what I do is every time I walk by it, I breathe my energy into it and I pull its energy to me. It would be a dream come true for me to live in that property. And I'm open, willing, and ready to do the next step, whatever that is, whatever that takes to have that property. It's not even for sale. So there you go. But it is something I would like to do. So what I'm doing is sending my energy. To implement new ideas requires sacrifice, commitment, and dedication. It means stepping away from what is tried and trusted, safe and secure, and stepping out into the unknown with an almost blind faith and commitment. It means taking a risk. It means trusting you and the fact that you have a dream and a desire that to bring something in. The 9 of fire is the last card for this reading today, because we're at 22 minutes already. The 9 of fire is about moving through life with confidence, a time of fruition. So if you will mind your energy, if you will begin to really trust it, play with your muscle testing, play with your ability to shift things, put the energy towards minimizing the effect of Milton. This is the time for fruition for your efforts. I mean, for many of you out there, you're going, I can change the course of this hurricane. I can be instrumental. Absolutely. Choose to just send the energy of slowing winds, of cooling water to Milton, wherever it is in the Gulf. Choose to see a wall, turning it back out to sea so it doesn't so adversely affect the path of that it is on now. This is a time of great creation. That is what this 9 of fire is about. And you see the fiery hair, it's red, and you probably can't see. In the middle is this beautiful, lovely pink rose. This is, do not seek praise and affirmation for what you're doing. Seek the power. Yes, trusting you, Debbie, that class will help that happen. Trusting yourself. We are not socialized to do that. We are not taught to do that. It is imperative that we choose. Trust. I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready. Guide me. And then the things that come your way, you'll look up at the right time and go, wow, play with me, guides, angels, companions. I choose to understand and know my power more and more each day. And you will get the opportunity to do just that. Stay connected. Choose power. Choose to live in your power and let unfold what that looks like. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.